English 5, Week 1, Day 1. Infer characters through actions and dialogue. Describe character traits, feelings, and actions evident in the text using words with literal or denotative, unimplied or connotative meaning to describe or refer to character traits, feelings, and actions. Name the figure of speech used in the given sentences. A. Peter Pepper picked a pack of pickled peppers. B. Are you busy as a bee? Oliva was a cheetah in the race today. The flowers danced to the wind. His cell phone beeps during the movie. You can pause the video if you want to answer or reread the sentences. Identify the animated movie where these famous lines came from. The past shouldn't be feared, for it guides our future. Some people are worth melting for. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now. Adventure is out there. Fish are friends, not food. You can't focus on what's going wrong. There's always a way to turn things around. There is no greater gift than friendship. You can change destiny, change your fate. Allow the students to be familiar with the words that they will encounter for this week's lesson. So these are the words. We have dialogue, meaning conversation between two or more people. Action, what a character does. Character, this is the person, animal, or object or things presented as a person in a narrative. Denotative, the explicit or direct meaning. Connotative, suggesting an associative or secondary meaning. Gnat, one family of insect that includes flies and mosquitoes. Direction, ask students to read the text and fill out the chart to identify the emotion of the characters based on the dialogue and action. The Lion and the Knot by Aesop. Away with you, vile insect, said the lion angrily to the knot that was buzzing around his head. But the knot was not in the least disturbed. Do you think, he said spitefully to the lion, that I am afraid of you because they call you king? The next instant, he flew at the lion and stung him sharply on the nose. Mad with rage, the lion struck fiercely at the knot, but only succeeded in tearing himself with his claws. Again and again, the knot stung the lion, who now was roaring terribly. At last, worn out with rage and covered with wounds that his own teeth and claws had made, the lion gave up the fight. The knot buzzed away to tell the whole world about his victory, but instead he flew straight into a spider's web, and there he who had defeated the king of beasts came to a miserable end, the prey of a little spider. So this is the table for the text evidence, dialogue or action, emotion, and trait. You can refer to this table later on. You can also actually start answering or figuring out this table, but you can do it later. Work example. Dialogue refers to the conversation between characters and usually enclosed between quotation marks. Actions can be identified by the verbs used in a sentences to state what a character does. Emotion refers to one's feeling or subject response towards something. And character traits describes the character's personality, which is evident by the words they say or the actions they do. Identify the traits or emotions shown in the sentences. You can pause the video while answering. I'll finish the group project even if I had I have to do it alone, said Leah. You can't put a trait or what is a trait on for the sentence. Number 2 and number 3. You can pause the video to answer. Number 4 and number 5. Reflect on your learning by answering this activity. What are you going to take away with you when you get home? Ask learners to get a copy of their favorite story or movie and determine the traits of the character through the use of the text evidence of they said and did. Ask them to use the table below to present their answer. This is the table. You can use this as your guide in answering the assignment or the activity. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and follow Teacher G. Day 2. Objectives. Read each sentence and identify the character traits or feelings shown. Write whether the meaning is literal or implied. You can use this table as your guide for answering. You can pause the video while doing so. Complete each sentence with the correct trait or emotion. You can pause the video while reading and answering. Read its text evidence and provide a denotative and connotative meaning of the highlighted words. Then, determine a trait by choosing a word from the character trait word bank. Select all that applies. You can pause this video while answering. Complete each sentence to describe your own feeling. You can use your notebook or answer sheet to complete this from 1 to 5. You can pause the video while answering and completing the sentence. Directions. Draw a 3 to 4 panel comic strip showing a character trait or emotion without using any words that name the feeling directly. No, happy, sad, angry, and etc. Then answer the reflection questions. Pause the video to read the direction. I want you to be the one who will read this direction. And just pause the video while answering afterwards. Day 3. Objectives. Answer the questions. Which sentence uses literal meaning? He is very proud, or he lifted the trophy and smiled widely. You can write your answer or share your answer with your classmate, or write the answer on your notebook. Write a sentence that implies fear. What does it mean when a character refuses to speak? A. They're bored. B. They might be sad, angry, or afraid. You can write your answer on an answer sheet or to your notebook, or you can share your answer with your classmates. You can pause the video while doing so. Which trait fits? She always says thank you and helps others. Number 5. True or false? Connotative meaning is always clearly stated. You can give your answer or write your answer on a notebook or share your answer with your classmate or to your teacher. Directions. Read the short story and sequence the emotions the character likely felt. Here's the story. Ella studied hard for her exams. On test day, she forgot her pencil and felt frustrated. During the exam, she remembered most answers. After finishing, she smiled confidently. Arrange the following emotions in the correct order. So based on the story about Ella, you can arrange the emotions or feelings. You can do it on a piece of paper or on your notebook, or you can share it with your classmate. You can pause the video while doing so and just continue playing after answering. Inferring means deducting or concluding information from evidence and reasoning rather than from explicit statements. Inferring character traits and feelings is a crucial skill in both reading and writing. It involves drawing conclusions about the character's personality and emotions based on their actions, dialogue, thoughts, and interactions with other characters. Read each situation and infer the character's feelings and traits. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. You can pause the video while reading and answering. Infer the character's trait or feeling based on the action. You can pause the video while answering. Read a sentence. Write L for literal or I for implied meaning. She is happy. She grinned from ear to ear. Tina is brave. You can write your answer on a separate sheet of paper, or you can share your answer with your classmate. You can pause the video and just continue after answering. His knees shook as he spoke. The girl danced across the room. What emotion might this imply? Pause the video and continue after answering. How can actions help you understand a character's feelings or traits even when they're not directly stated? Why is it important to recognize both literal and implied meanings in a story? You can answer this question and share it to your classmate and pause the video while doing so. Infer the feelings of the following characters and choose the correct answer and write it on your paper. Pause the video while reading and answering. Day 4. Objectives. Answer in 1 to 3 sentences. Give an example of a sentence that shows a literal feeling of fear. Number 2. Give an example of a sentence that shows an implied feeling of fear. You can do this while pausing this video and just continue after doing so. Why is it important to understand implied meanings when reading stories? And how can a character actions reveal their personality without using direct words? You can give your answer directly towards your classmates, or you can write your answers on a paper or notebook, depends on what your teacher is asking you to do so. Number 5. Write your own sentence story that shows implied happiness without using the word happy. I know you can do this. Write a sentence for this, just one sentence, or a story that shows implied happiness without using the word happy. You can write this on your notebook. Directions. Write true if the sentence is correct and false if not. You can pause the video while reading and answering. How to infer character traits and feelings. Character traits describe aspects of a person's behavior, specifically inherent feelings, actions, and thoughts of a character in a book, movie, or other form of entertainment. Character traits are often labeled with descriptive adjectives such as patient and faithful or jealous. Character traits are the qualities or attributes that define an individual's personality. These traits influence how a person behaves or makes decisions and interacts with others. Character traits and feelings are fundamental concepts in understanding and analyzing people, both real and fictional. They help us describe and empathize with individuals by breaking down aspects of their personality and emotional experiences. Examples: respectful, helpful, trustworthy, lazy, thoughtful, responsible, intelligent, honest, caring. Feelings are emotional responses to experiences and situations or thoughts. They reflect an individual's internal state and can affect behavior and interactions. For example, happy, afraid, angry, excited, tired, shocked, embarrassed, scared. Characters, traits, and feelings are interconnected. Traits influence feelings, and feelings reflect traits. Now, choose the sentence that shows an implied meaning of the emotion. You can pause the video while reading and answering. Number 3 and 4. Just pause the video and continue answering, and just replay the video or play the video onwards after answering. What does it mean when a character clenches their fist? Infer the meaning behind the action. Pause the video and answer. Infer the traits of a character and encircle the correct answer. I'll read to you the number 1 and other numbers. Just pause the video to answer. Number 1. Jovelita helped an elderly woman to carry her basket loaded with fruits. Is it honest, confident, helpful, or polite? You do number 2 and other numbers. Day 5. Objectives. Fill out the chart below using your own examples or based on a short story provided by the teacher. Here. Direction. Draw a 3 to 4 panel comic strip showing a character trait or emotion without using any word that name the feeling directly. No happy, sad, or angry, and so on. Then answer the reflection questions. You can write your own comic strip title. Then reflection questions. For number 1, what emotion or trait did your comic show? Number 2, what clues did you use in your drawing to imply the emotion? Number 3, was the emotion shown literally or implied? Now, read the definitions and examples, then answer the questions that follow. Literal meaning, denotative, and the exact dictionary meaning of a word. Example, he was angry. So the word angry directly tells us he's feeling. An implied meaning or connotative, the suggested or emotional meaning of a word. It may hint at feelings or traits without stating them directly. Example, his face turned red and he slammed the door. These actions imply he is angry, even though the word angry was not used. Which sentence shows a literal meaning of emotion? A. He clenched his fist and gritted his teeth. Or B. He was furious. You can write your answer or share your answer with your classmate. So for number 2, and other numbers, just pause the video to read and answer. Write the literal and implied versions. How to infer character traits and feelings. You can read and provide your answer. Read the mini scenario. Identify the implied trait or feeling. So I want you to read each number or each sentence and provide your answer. You can answer by sharing it right away with your classmate or write it on your notebook or answer sheet. Choose the best answer that describes the character's trait or feeling. Number 1. Carla shared her lunch with a new student. Is it being brave? Or B, generous? Or C, funny? Write your answer. For number 2 on words, I want you to read it. Just pause the video while reading and answering.